In this episode, I'm gonna give you 7 digital course ideas that can lead you to financial freedom. So if you're thinking of diving into the digital course creator world, or maybe you're thinking about your next digital course, this episode should really help you. I've personally generated over $10 million in sales with my digital courses over the many years that I've been a digital course creator, and I've learned a couple of things when it comes to making sure that you create a profitable course and you come up with a good idea that people want to buy from you. Now, just to make note as well, this is video number 3 of a video series that I have created talking all about digital course creation. So make sure to dive in to the other videos that go along with this series in this playlist on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure to link to that playlist below in the show notes. Okay, let's dive in. Welcome to episode 258. My name's Tanya Eliza, and I help you grow your brand, grow your business, and grow your influence online using social media. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. So I talk a lot about this in video number 1 of the series. I share my personal digital course journey and how I generated $250,000 in revenue with my very first digital course that I created back in 2014. And since then, I've gone on to create many other courses with even greater results. Now, the money is great, but what is even better is the lifestyle I get to live now because of becoming a digital course creator. I have ultimate leverage in my world, and while I'm enjoying my life and my family and my dog Loya and hanging out on the lake and, just really enjoying my personal time, in the back end, people are able to purchase my digital course and go through it without me actually having to be present, which is a really great opportunity, whereas I never had that before. So it really can allot you, yes, financial freedom, like we talked about. However, I think the most important thing is time freedom. So digital course creation has been a staple in my world, and I absolutely love it. And now I'm even more excited to be able to share my experiences with you so that you can have the same results, if not better, in your world. Now, before I dive in and give you these 7 ideas, I want to make sure that I equipped you with something that will help you go from point A to point Z in your digital course creation world. I want to make sure that you have all of what you need if you do decide to take one of these ideas and run with it. And one of my mentors is Amy Porterfield, who happens to have a program called Digital Course Academy. She also has a free quiz that you can take called Your Personal Path to Creating a Profitable Digital Course. This will make sure that you pick the best idea for you when you go down your digital course journey. So this free quiz and Digital Course Academy will be listed below in the show notes below for you to check out. Now, I will say Digital Course Academy is not always open. When you're watching this video, it very well might be. So make sure to click the link to get the details on when it will open next and how you can get into Digital Course Academy with us. I will say the Digital Course Academy has been one of the biggest life changers in my world in creating my courses. I was able to create my 8th course using her program. By the way, her program was not out when I created my very first one. I wish it was, but we were able to do $785,000 in revenue on my 8th course when we launched it following Amy's plan and program that she has with DCA, Digital Course Academy. So I find it very valuable and very profitable to go through. If you implement it, you should see some amazing results following her plan. So again, I'll leave the link in the show notes below this video. I do have a extra bit of bonuses that we're including if you decide to enroll with my link in Digital Course Academy, which I hope you do, and I hope to see you in there. So we'll leave the resources in the show notes below for you to check out. Okay, so the first idea that you can create a digital course around is creative arts. So if you saw in video 2 of this series that I created, I gave you a 3-step plan to figuring out a good course idea for you based on you and what you're good at. And so this can elaborate even more on this. So maybe you're good at any kind of creative art. So what are some styles of creative art? Photography, graphics design, sewing or knitting, any kind of art, any kind of music. So those are some ideas there. The second idea that you could roll off of is anything to do with marketing. So this is a big world of which I'm involved in because my background is in marketing, and it's actually where I've gotten a lot of wins and accomplishments in my world. And so I love teaching marketing and the things that I'm doing in my business that are working really well. So things as far as marketing goes, anything to do with Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, maybe Facebook, Twitter, Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, email marketing, social media posting, any of those things that you're good at could be a really good idea for a digital course. The third idea would be real estate or investing. So maybe you have some experience on Airbnb-ing your property out. You can give some good tips and strategy and help other people do the same and create a class around that. Maybe you have a really good experience with stocks or investing, and you could create a class or a digital course about that. The fourth idea would be anything to do with parenting. So, there's a lot of moms and dads out there that are probably good at something when it comes to parenting. So for example, potty training, teaching your kid how to sleep throughout the entire night, meal planning for kids, creating awesome, fun kid activities, maybe party planning. The fifth type of idea is anything to do with fitness, yoga, martial arts, weight loss, dance. The sixth idea is anything to do with self-improvement or personal development. So for example, relationship building, anything to do with psychology, nutrition, and health. And the seventh idea is anything to do with productivity. And this could be personal productivity or anything to do with business productivity. So maybe you have a way to organize your office or use certain software or programs in your day-to-day, like smartphone apps or anything like that, to help you really maximize productivity in a certain area. All right, so there are 7 ideas and categories that you can stem from to create a profitable digital course that can lead you to financial freedom. Now, I want you to remember, it takes one course idea, just one idea to make an impact in other people's lives and your bank account. Now remember, I'll also leave below in the show notes in the description area where you're watching this video a couple of resources that you won't want to miss out on. Number one is the free quiz that Amy Porterfield has that I encourage you to take on creating your personal path to a profitable digital course. This will give you really good insight on what to create for your next digital course. I recommend going through that quiz and taking it. The next thing that I want you to pay attention to is the enrollment dates of Digital Course Academy. She calls it DCA, which is point A to point Z on creating a profitable digital course for you in your life. I've been through this program. I have implemented this program and have created a really, really healthy launch with my latest digital course that I created, which created $785,000 in revenue in a matter of 10 days. This course is absolutely amazing. It is what I recommend for anybody that's looking at going down the digital course route and wanting to create either their first, second, or 10th digital course in their life. Again, we're putting a very special bonus package together that you won't see anywhere else if you decide to enroll in DCA through the link that I provide in the description area below. So all of that will be there in the show notes for you there. Make sure to dive in. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode as part of our series all about helping you to create and come up with the best digital course idea for you and your life and your business. I'm so excited for you to dive into the other videos inside of this series. And if you find that you know anybody that is looking for this information, make sure to share this episode with them. Smash the share button above, below, around this video. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and I will see you next week on Tanya Eliza TV.